Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo, and today we are continuing the Disco Elysium file. Where we last left off, we had gone to see Ruby down in the caves beneath the Feld building, and we got caught in her pale emitter. And it was basically blasting us with radio frequencies, and we did die once, but we did manage to get through that. And what we ended up discovering was that not only did she most likely not kill Laylee, but she did also, the reason why she ran was because she was scared of us, because we are apparently a corrupt cop who works for some mystery mob boss known as La Puta Madre. So that is very interesting. And after, I don't know what's going to come of this, because after, before we went in, it said that we wouldn't be able to complete anything with the Union or cryptozoology stuff afterwards. So my predictions for what's about to happen are, I think someone else is going to be murdered once we get back to the Whirling. And I think a good candidate for the next murder victim would probably be Classier. But I don't know. So we're going to see what happens. It has been a hot minute since I last played this game. I did post an update video earlier this week, or was it last week? I don't remember. It's all blurring together now. But in that update video, I went into a little bit more detail as to why I haven't been posting regularly. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting back into this game. I'm absolutely loving everything, and I don't even know how far I am in the game. Like, I assumed finding Ruby would bring us like close to the end, but I'm wondering if this is actually like the halfway point. So let me go ahead and take out this and just put that back. I do have to go back to the Whirling, so let's switch out my gloves. I think I'm wearing everything I want to be wearing. Yeah. So let's go ahead and head back. I am going to follow the advice of someone in the comments. I actually completely forgot that Freet sells health items. So I'm going to stop there really quick and buy some Nosafed before stopping back at the Whirling. I'm also not going to teleport there just in case there's new stuff in between here and the Whirling. So I will be right back.
Stop. Now. It is time.
For what?
Crisis. Death. You can feel it in your blue soul.
What am I supposed to do? So am I right? Is someone about to die?
Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand.
Oh.
Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pocket.
Huh. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Oh. He's gone. I'm going to quick save. Yeah, Salang is gone. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. equip this when times are most dire. Like, how dire is this going to be? Like, Kim said I better be ready. And I know if I don't equip my pistol now, I will not be able to equip it when whatever's about to happen happens. But the question is, do I want to walk into the Whirling in front of all of the Union people with my gun in my hand? And I only have a single bullet. So I don't even know what I would do with that. It feels like a very bad idea. And I mean, you can go in without... Like, I could have not taken the pistol. So, whatever's coming, I don't need my pistol for necessarily. But the question is the pistol going to make things better or worse? Alright. So I thought about it long and hard. And I'm equipping myself with things that will give me hand-eye coordination and savoir-faire. And I'm going to go in with my gun equipped. And there's two reasons. Well, I don't know if there's two, but there's a few reasons. The first is that the game specifically stopped me and told me to equip my gun, which I don't think they would do if it wouldn't have at least helped. Like, when I went in to see Ruby, I could have gone in that situation with my gun as well, but the game didn't specifically stop me telling me to do that. And I think it was the right call to not do that. With this, I feel like since it did stop me, I feel like I should listen. Another reason is that like I said, a lot of the other people have guns, and I'd rather have it equipped and not use it than not have it equipped and regret it. So that's another reason. And I guess there's a third reason. I want to be able to back up Kim. If a situation comes in where Kim has to draw his weapon, I want to be able to back him up. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna equip my gun. Equip this when times are most dire. The thing is, I don't know if I have the quick save. The thing is, I don't know if by having this out, it's going to force me to use it. I'm assuming no. I'm assuming no matter if you have the gun or not, you don't have to use it. But I think, Harry said he's not sure if he's ready for what lies ahead. And Kim said, then you better be ready. And I don't want to go in being naive, thinking that I won't need my gun. The other dialogue option said I'll fight with my bare hands if I have to. I can't fight with my bare hands. I'm a wimp. I have no strength whatsoever. So I'm thinking, yes, I will do this. So
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it
Interesting.
with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
Should only know to unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable. Well, I want to avoid it. So maybe, that actually changes things. I don't know. Because my whole speech was about all of this was going in, but still trying to avoid using it. If I can. But I guess the most effective way to avoid using it is to not have it equipped. I'm half tempted to see it from both sides and see what happens. Because I feel like whatever's coming is going to be big, so I don't want to, like, take this decision lightly. You know what? No. It's too much of a risk. It's a powder keg. I'm just gonna equip my normal stuff and be on my way. This I will still keep. But yeah, this I'll still keep. But this, I think I'll be okay. So let me go ahead and quick save here. And then whatever comes will come. Because I haven't listened to Inland Empire before. So maybe I shouldn't do it now. I guess I just have to be confident in myself that
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Oh boy. There's a feverish gleam in his eyes. Courtenaire.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Oh boy. It's the three of them. It's the sniper. Wait a minute. I thought there were only 3 people who came with Krenel. Like, we knew about this guy, and we knew about the lady sniper. Was there I don't think there was a 4th.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
Kim, what's going on here? Shh. Lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
Huh. So I would get +2. If I had my gun equipped, I would get +2 against these guys. I don't know.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
DePaul.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this.
I don't think
I'm
they
sure
do.
we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
I don't think so.
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
It sounds like the armored figure is weeping. Rude, Hoencloen. I like his thing, but I don't remember if there were 4 people. I remember there only being 3.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
These 3 sound insane.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
He puts his hand on his holster. We're out of time. This is...
The mercenary tribunal.
The big one is the mercenary at the gates.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
He nods.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
I can't equip my gun. Alright. Stop. This is the police. I don't think we can walk away. I mean, this is the decision I made. Yep. Stop. This is the police.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig fuck! Is the only word he can make out. It doesn't sound calm. Easy now. No one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
Kim hasn't drawn his weapon yet.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle.
Oh boy.
The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out. Get under his skin.
Sure, we can try to go this route.
Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please.
Start with the first idea you have, move down from that. I don't have my gun equipped. Figured out the armor. Short shoot coordinaire. Start with the first idea you have, so I guess rhetoric. And then name Ellis Courtenaire, he was fostered, had blue eyes. Know about Downwell. Okay, so this is... So am I supposed to... Okay, so start from the... With the first idea you have, move down from that. So... Yeah, this is going from, like, best options to worst options. So... But I don't know if this... Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did that?
Huh, so they didn't do it. He's just gonna say you're out of time. We'll just take him out now. It was someone else, someone who's not here now.
How fucking convenient.
He gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop?
There's a dangerous gleam in his eyes.
Pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
Yeah, think. Why doesn't he believe me?
The Hardie Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
Listen, he was shot. He wasn't hanged. Listen to me.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
He doesn't move the weapon.
A Kiel Model 40 revolver, 8 rounds in the barrel. The gun slowly
My goodness.
sways in his hand from the inebriation.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
When they confessed, they were lying.
Fucking liars.
A plume. He pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle of his gun.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardie Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
The man looks at his revolver and smiles.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
This is so tense.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot.
Okay. You know what? Sure. Like, this seems like kind of dancing around the subject. They're not going to care that the Wild Pines rep doesn't approve. They're not going to care that they're drunk because they're drunk. And this is... I don't remember who Downwell is. But I think were they the employers? Their former employers before they were Krenel? Were they Downwell? I don't remember. But I don't know. I'm worried it's just going to result in people getting shot if I like do anything else. And my heart is like racing right now. Alright, I'm gonna try... You know what? Let's get some info, I guess. Who's that? Points to the man. I didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Hohen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
Okay, let's just keep talking. No one needs to die today. Back
This
off.
talking shit won't help you.
I agree. I don't think these will help at all. But maybe I can plant a seed of doubt. This is not going to... You're all drunk. Look at yourselves.
Yes. So what?
Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this.
Nah, I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
This voice acting is really good.
Interrupt me again, and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
The outburst is accompanied by yellowish saliva around his mouth. They're not going to care about this. I'm going to... Ooh. Nice. I got them arguing. So we're gonna try rhetoric first.
All right, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenel would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. Really? None of this looks like it's going to do anything but piss him off.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Huh. So... Who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel? They are going to argue amongst themselves who is in charge. I was right. They were called Downwell at one point. So choose wisely. So that might make them argue amongst themselves. And it might piss them off. Yeah, really. None of this looks like it's going to do anything but piss him off. Krenel does not give you the right to conduct a tribunal. They might be too drunk to do that, to care. You were called Downwell once. What happened? I don't know what that would do. So this will either make them angry or they'll... I don't think this is the right way to go. I don't think this is the right way to go. I'm going to go with this one and hope for the best. You were called Downwell once. What happened?
What always happens when you get good at your job? That name meant night raids. Fucking extrajudicial funky time. Burned villages. Shit that sounds bad on the radio.
Okay, so this will also make them look bad.
The same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Krenel for much longer either.
Oh boy. So they are just going to rebrand under a new name. Because that's what they've always done. They've always committed war crimes and then just changed their name.
Not after this shit.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something.
Okay. Figured out the armor, got them arguing, got him talking. They're not going to care. The Wild Pines rep, they're not going, yeah, this might piss them off. I'm not going to go this route. So, suggestion, talk about the Hanged Man.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Yeah, dangerous. You don't want personal facts. He has to start it. I knew... Okay, so calling him Cordy, like me calling him Cordy, might piss him off. So I'm gonna go with this one. I knew you weren't a goddamn scab leader.
Yeah, I don't fucking act so well. Laylee had a hard-on for making faces for you natives. Fucking food aid shit. That shit is done now.
Oh, okay.
Trigger time.
Who are you, Cordy?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
He points at the Whirling in rags.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner.
Oh boy.
He's brothers with the deceased.
Oh my goodness.
No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put into a foster home, remember?
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead.
Cortiner. I know that name.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
Raoul and Ellis Cortiner. I'm sorry about your brother, Raoul.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck.
And then went to the same military academy, in the same unit, and the same war. You were foster brothers. I know that.
You don't know shit. Lance Corporal, why don't you?
He turns to the radio officer on his right.
You lost him. Quick. Don't let him finish the sentence.
His parents left him in a fucking leaf compactor.
Who? Laylee.
Yes, when he was small. Just an infant.
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. That was in there. And other things.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor, and now these cunts finished the job.
He waves at the gang huddled by the doors.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us. Major, permission to.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
He had blue eyes, didn't he? Your brother.
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man.
He smiles, pulling his face in a strange way.
It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths.
I don't think everyone says good things about him. He was a talker. I don't think they're going to believe him. They're all... I don't know. This is so intense. One wrong move and we're all dead. Or everyone behind me is dead. Well, let's just see what happens. Listen, you're Laylee. Everyone says good things about him. He was a talker.
Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets. Squeeze a bit of kip-tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be.
He points towards the yard.
If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, clay monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Your brother did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer.
Find his killer. Cop, his killer stands right there, shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting him. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here. Today.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Alright. Oh my goodness. Where is Classier? She can explain this. I'm just wondering.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left!
What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
The lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed mercenaries.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
Oh my god. They've already gone, like, this is not going, the Wild Pines thing is not going to help. I mean, I can either shoot him, or I can stand here and hope that I convinced him to not shoot them, which I don't think. I think if I do nothing, he's gonna start shooting. But I don't have my gun in my hand, so I don't know how that's gonna work. And I also don't know what's going to happen if I shoot him. Are the other two just going to open fire? You know what? Let's, just for the heck of it, let's put the seed of doubt in his head. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch on innocent people. Probably a bunch of innocent people.
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening. Now is not a good time to strike. He's looking right at your hands. Do something else. Get him distracted.
Oh. Do something else? Okay, let me just say one thing.
Fucking waste this fuck!
This standing there quietly doesn't sound like the thing to do. But I don't have my gun in my hand. But then again, maybe that's just a modifier. Maybe it would help me to shoot him if I actually had my gun already drawn. I think it's very naive of me to stand here quietly and hope that nothing bad happens. I feel like if I shoot him, the other two might open fire. But if I do nothing, they might just open fire anyway. They clearly want blood, and they are not going to stop until they get it. Like, none of the dialogue here has hinted at anything close to, I can resolve this peacefully. Alright, so I have been sat here for, I think, about 15 minutes trying to go over every possible scenario in my head of what could happen and what my right choice is. And I'm trying to think of all the different factors that could come into play. One thing I'm thinking of is whether or not, because you can choose to just leave your gun at the boardwalk and not pick it up. If you do that, you would presumably have to live with whatever would happen at this here. Because you can't, it doesn't look like you can talk him down. The thing about shooting him, though, is that I don't know if that's going to cause the others to open fire. Like, no matter what, I think this encounter is designed so that someone is going to die. I don't know if there's a way to get out of this encounter without at least one person dying. And it could be a choice of whether or not, if you don't pick up the gun, you have to live with whoever they shoot. And if you do pick up the gun, you shoot him, and you have to live with those consequences. There's quite a few scenarios that can happen, and I don't think, like, shooting him, someone's guaranteed to die. Standing here quietly, I guess no one is guaranteed to die, but it's incredibly unlikely that they'll just decide to not shoot anyone. At the very least, I think they would shoot one person just to make a show of it. And I think that person would either be Titus or Elizabeth. But if I shoot him and the others shoot back, I also have to live with that. Because they could take out Titus and Elizabeth as well, and then I'd have 3 dead bodies. And the game would probably say, like, it's your fault these 3 people died, even though you only shot one of them. But if you stand there quietly, they might shoot everyone, and it would be my fault for not intervening. I'm gonna shoot him. I don't think standing there quietly is going to result in no one dying. I think that someone is going to die no matter what. And, like, having the gun when times are most dire, when it is unavoidable, I don't know that this is avoidable. Nothing has pointed to a situation where everyone makes it out of this alive. So I'm going to shoot him. And I'm going to live with the consequences of whatever happens afterwards. This is how these usually go for me, by the way. Like, whenever I play RPGs and it presents me with choices like these, I'm so indecisive. But I'm doing my best to try to, like, make decisions, because it's not fun for a blind playthrough if I just look up which option's better. I have to go in blind. I have to live with the consequences of what I do. I'm gonna shoot him.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion.
Look at Cortanar.
There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Damn. Oh my god. I don't know if I have time to blink. Do I have time to do that? I'm just gonna go for it.
The shot rings and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force.
Alright.
A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder.
God, please.
Lieutenant says quietly, without trembling. He aims, face pale.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. Then, 2 shots ring at once, and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger.
Look him in the eye.
The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. He is your end. Here it comes. Death.
I mean, you know what? We'll try it.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll.
Okay.
The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen through the darkness and the pain.
The Hardie Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Okay.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Try to open your eyes. What do I see?
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. Hang on. I thought I just heard a woman's voice whisper Harry. Yeah, there's something else. There's like someone breathing. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there.
Stay with me.
You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. It said I have a vast soul. Do I have a vast soul?
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
Lieutenant pushes down on your wound hard.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Oh boy.
Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
Lieutenant truly trusts you. Yep.
No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion.
Jeez.
You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
Fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Huh. No. Let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight.
Fair enough.
The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door.
Really quick, I honestly don't know if I've been so engrossed by what's happening, I don't know if I've actually given commentary. I think that, yeah, this was the risk I took. I clicked the shooting option knowing that this might happen. And at the very least, if it lets me reload, at least I know what's going to happen. If it doesn't let me reload, I genuinely don't know where the game would go from here. But let's see. I don't see. Yeah, if I reload, I'll just sit there quietly and see if nothing happens. But yeah, this was insane. Like, yeah, I guess almost everyone died, and it was just because I took the first shot. But there was no guarantee that doing nothing wouldn't have resulted in this anyway. So, yeah.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing, in his won't sleep.
Am I, like, being taken care of? Am I actually gonna live through this?
He can't go. Not before the case is solved.
Fair enough.
There was a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
So I think, like, probably only Elizabeth and Titus survived. And if I hadn't shouted out to Kim, he would have died.
The engine of a Caprice Krenel.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
That gave me goosebumps. We know what the infernal engine was. Is it? Are they talking about me or someone else on the outside?
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Kim.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
The lieutenant says. He's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with a fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. What did you say? Sunrise?
Sunrise, Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Oh, that's what's on my gun.
Isn't that written on your...
My gun. It's engraved on it.
It served you well.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
He unzips his bomber jacket. Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Fair enough.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad.
Oh,
it's still
okay.
under the counter bad.
The room, it's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
The piss jacket, Kim. You took it off? Hold on. I guess.
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
I don't know what jacket he's referring to. What happened?
What happened? You shot the major in the face. A firefight ensued.
Is he dead?
Yes.
A blood-stained killer.
Swallow.
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit. With his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight. When I found it...
He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
There's a pause.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name.
Eugene?
Yes, he's still alive too.
Nod.
You were bleeding out by then. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, the Pole, before she got a jump on me.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was good.
I killed her, and that's what happened.
The lieutenant takes a cigarette from his coat pocket and lights it. A bitter smell fills the room. And they're all dead? All 3 of the contractors?
The Pole was the last to die. Everard had their bodies returned to Krenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate.
Why?
Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe...
He breathes in the fumes, thinking.
Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know.
How many casualties on the Union side, total?
4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets.
There's a pause. I thought you only smoked 1 a day.
This is the one.
Oh, okay. And that's...
All.
I mean... I don't know... So... 7 people died. It's a total shit show, Kim.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
Huh. I wonder if... Who would have been... I wonder if... Because, yeah, 7 people died. But I wonder if this 6 people are dead is meant for something else. Like, I wonder if you don't shoot Coronar, one of the Krenel group survives.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet.
This is insane.
And we are still alive. Both of us.
Yeah, yes, that's true.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those 2 armies. His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
How bad am I hurt?
Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and heart. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome.
I wonder if I had succeeded at dodging the second shot was definitely unavoidable. There was no, it was impossible 20. There was no way I was getting that one. I wonder if the fact that I was also shot in the shoulder is going to have consequences for me later on. Can I walk?
We will see.
Has anyone from my station been to see me? No, I'm gonna do this one first. Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me.
Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
Alright.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky.
I'm surprised, weren't there? There were supposed to be people, like the supposedly other people from my precinct were supposed to be in the lobby. Where did they go when all of this was happening?
Back to that shithole, he says.
Isn't that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Odd. You haven't seen any, have you?
I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
Better not agitate yourself further. It already hurts.
Sorry. He may have some idea, but he's not gonna get into it with you. That's between you and them, he thinks.
If not my station, then who treated me?
I did.
Thank you.
No need.
Okay, let's see. So what happened? Yep, that happened. Do I have 2 points now? I do have 2 points now, and I'm close to a third. Gonna have to assign those. Probably should have assigned that in reaction speed before I honestly thought savoir-faire was gonna be the check, not a reaction speed, but they're both the same number, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Gonna try to get up, and I'm gonna be prepared to heal myself.
Easy now.
The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain.
How are you?
Good. No, my disco days are done.
Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Freighter.
What happens now, Kim?
I honestly don't know.
But I don't know either.
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too.
Joyce is gone? I guess the looking for Classier is going to be our one lead.
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Krenel from sending in a death squad.
He looks out the window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her end. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classier too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Wait, you checked? She's really...
Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the Tribunal showing up.
Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hanged man?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
Communism killed him. This is because I'm Le Puta Madre's peon, isn't it?
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
That does make some sense.
I guess. The fucking Maybells, Kim. The flowers.
What?
Yank it out and show the dried flower while it falls to pieces. This one, remember?
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
He's wrong.
No, Kim. Every piece of garbage in this city is connected to the case.
Okay.
He concedes, clearly not meaning it. What about the hole in the wall? Someone was checking her out.
I don't know. That's been there for years.
The goddamn footprints.
Yes. God curse the footprints. Not solving the case for us. Au diable.
There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
An antique bullet from a Bell McGrave 4.46 millimeter. How hard can it be to find one? How hard can it be?
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around from the war, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is that makes that bullet useless.
There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches. Revolutionary era.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
I'm just gonna say nothing.
There's a little pause. He says nothing as well.
I'm afraid we may
Simple,
not be able to locate communism, detective, on account of it being dead.
I didn't mean to click on it before reading it. It's simple. We have to locate communism. Communism killed him. Okay.
A nod.
You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard. I mean, like, I'm having fun, but I don't think it's almost impossible. I don't think it's super easy. It's supposed to be hard. That's what makes it fun, at least in game-wise.
It really is very hard.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics.
We should check Classier's room upstairs.
Why not?
He extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
And what is this?
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Oh, can is it really going to let me unlock the superstar one right here? I haven't been doing this though. No. And actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rockstar politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
I haven't, though. You've got the wrong impression. I'm no superstar. I'm trash.
Yeah, a cool, trash superstar. Big dick cop down on his luck. Salam Rocky by here. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Wait, what's that about a ludicrous fantasy world?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer.
I'm very confused as to why the game is giving me this.
This is the beginning of your legend.
You know what? Fuck it. Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
I'm probably not gonna pick up that thought, but I've unlocked it, so there's that. Some kind of superstar, -2 logic, still seems unlikely. Fine, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar in the groupies and cocaine riddled with hepatitis C strikes a lion-esque pose with a mic kind of way. You're not Guillemot de Million or Davy Dewis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it, where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Go to her room, search it once more upstairs in the bedroom in the window. Perhaps it will yield something. All right. And with that, we are going to go ahead and end the episode for today. Why is it... I have these orbs again. Hang on. I guess we're doing this now. Newly replaced glass shining in the morning light. You hear traffic outside. Back in the world again. The Stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. Oh, interesting. Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. And I completely missed what the other thing said. I'm not gonna walk into Kim's room. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and quick save. And holy crap. That was insane. I don't know, has this changed to reflect that? People killed 4. Yeah. So yeah, I genuinely didn't know what to expect, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, 7 people died. And I don't think it was avoidable. I really do think that not doing anything would have resulted in almost the exact same thing. The cool thing was that Titus was trying to protect me. That was actually kind of cool. When he said, like, the cop's down, protect the cop. So yeah, there's still a few people still alive, and we now have no lead on the case. Classier is gone. And yeah, I don't know where this is going to go, but it looks like we still have a whole lot of game ahead of us. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you thought of that sequence. I think that, yeah, I don't know if it could have gone any better. I truly don't think there was a scenario in which everyone would have made it out alive. So yeah, I'm kind of speechless. That was so good. Like, this game is so good at making your choices feel like they matter. And for situations like that, that means that the stakes feel very real and they feel very high. And that's why it took me so long to decide whether or not to shoot him, because I was weighing the stakes of what might happen if I shot him versus what might happen if I didn't shoot him. Like, that's just how I play games. I try to take decisions like that seriously, and I try to weigh all the possible options. But yeah, feel free to let me know what you thought, and I cannot wait to continue this game further. And I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing more as well. So thank you everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I upload the next part of the file to the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.